Hello, and welcome back. Take a deep breath. Today, I want to share a simple message with you. A message that can change the direction of your life. Here it is. You do not need to feel ready to begin. Many people are waiting. They are waiting for the perfect time. They are waiting for more confidence. They are waiting for more knowledge. They are waiting for more energy. They are waiting for fear to disappear. But the truth is simple. So today, I want to tell you this. Start before you feel ready. Not next week, not next month, not next year. Start now. Start small. Start with what you have. As you listen today, relax, breathe, and let the English come to you slowly and clearly. This lesson is for your listening. This lesson is for your confidence. And this lesson is for your life. Let's begin. There are many people in the world who want to change. They want to speak English better. They want a better job. They want more confidence. They want better habits. They want a different future. But many people are still waiting. They say, I am not ready. My English is too poor. My pronunciation is not good. I need more time. I will start later. Maybe you have said these words before. Maybe you wanted to speak English, but stayed silent. Maybe you wanted to study, but opened your phone instead. Maybe you wanted to begin something new, but fear stopped you. Why? Because people believe they must feel ready first. But life does not work that way. Here's the truth. You do not start because you feel ready. You become ready because you start. That is how growth works. That is how confidence grows. That is how a new life begins. You become ready because you start. Not before, after. Let me tell you a simple story. There was a man named Daniel. Daniel was 32 years old. He worked in a small office. Every day he woke up early, went to work, came home tired, ate dinner, looked at his phone, and went to bed. His life was not terrible, but inside he felt stuck. He had a dream. He wanted to speak English well. He wanted to feel more confident. He wanted to apply for a better job one day. He wanted to travel. He wanted to speak without fear. But Daniel had one problem. He always said, I will start when I feel ready. He bought notebooks, he saved videos, he followed English channels. But he did not truly begin. He was always waiting for the perfect time. One Monday he said, I will start next month. Next month came. He did not start. Then he said, I will begin when work is less busy. But work stayed busy. Then he said, I will start when I feel more confident. But confidence never came. Weeks passed, then months passed. One night Daniel stood in front of the mirror and asked himself a quiet question. What am I waiting for? That question stayed in his mind. What am I waiting for? A perfect day? A perfect mood? A perfect version of myself? Deep inside, Daniel knew the answer. He was not waiting for the right time. He was waiting for fear to disappear. But fear was not disappearing. The next morning, Daniel made a very small decision. Not a big decision, not a dramatic decision, a small one. He said, tonight, I will study English for 10 minutes, only 10 minutes. That was all. Not 1 hour, not 2 hours, not a perfect plan. Just 10 minutes. After work, he came home tired. He wanted to lie down. He wanted to rest. He wanted to scroll on his phone. He wanted to say, I will do it tomorrow. But then he remembered his promise. So he sat down, he opened a simple English lesson. He listened carefully. He repeated a few easy sentences. 10 minutes. That was his beginning. The next day he did it again. 10 minutes. Then again, 10 minutes. Some days he felt good. Some days he felt tired. Some days he felt slow. Some days he felt bored. But he kept going. Little by little, something started to change. Not outside first, inside. He started to feel proud of himself. Not because he was perfect. Not because he was fluent. But because he was finally moving. And movement changes everything. Many people think success starts with a big step, but that is not always true. Very often success starts with a small step that looks unimportant. One page, one sentence, one practice session, one brave moment, one quiet decision. A small step is still a step, and a step creates movement. Let me say that again. A small step is still a step, If you practice for 5 minutes today, that matters. If you speak one English sentence today, that matters. If you try again after quitting, that matters. Do not laugh at small progress. Small progress is real progress. A house is built brick by brick. A language is learned sentence by sentence. A better future is built day by day. So do not wait for a big, beautiful beginning. Start with a small, honest beginning. That is enough. Now let's be honest. Why do people wait? Sometimes people wait because they are afraid of mistakes. They think, what if I say the wrong word? What if people laugh at me? What if I sound strange? What if I fail? These fears are normal. But fear has a voice. Fear says, later, not now. You are not good enough. You need more time. Fear sounds careful. Fear sounds smart. Fear sounds safe. But many times, fear is only delay. And delay becomes a habit. Today you delay one task. Tomorrow you delay another. Then 1 week passes. Then 1 month passes. Then 1 year passes. And one day you feel pain. Not because you failed, but because you never truly started. The pain of trying and failing is real. But the pain of never trying can stay in your heart for a very long time. So do not let fear make your choices. Feel the fear. See the fear. But do not obey the fear. Start anyway. This lesson is not only about English, but it is also about English. Many people want to speak English, but they wait too long. They say, I need more vocabulary first. I need better grammar first. I need better pronunciation first. I need to understand everything first. No, you do not need everything first. You need practice first. You can start with simple words. You can start with short sentences. You can start with slow listening. You can start with repeating after a speaker. You can start with 1 minute of speaking. You do not need perfect English to begin. You begin, and then your English gets better. That is the order. First start, then improve. Not the other way around. If you wait until your English is perfect, you may wait forever. So today, say this to yourself. My English does not need to be perfect. It only needs to grow. Let me say it again. My English does not need to be perfect. It only needs to grow. Now let's go back to Daniel. After 1 week, Daniel still did not feel fully ready. After 2 weeks, he still made mistakes. After 1 month, he still felt shy. But something was different now. He was no longer only dreaming. He was doing. He listened every day. He repeated every day. He wrote simple sentences. He spoke to himself in English. He made mistakes. He kept going. He was not fast, but he was real. 3 months later, Daniel noticed something surprising. Simple English videos were easier to understand. Simple sentences came more easily. His fear was smaller. His confidence was stronger. He smiled, not because the journey was finished, but because he had truly started. And starting changed his life. Later, Daniel applied for a new job. He was nervous. He was not perfect. He still made small mistakes. But this time, he did not stop himself. He spoke, he tried, he showed up. And that matters. Even if life does not change in one day, one brave beginning can change the direction of your life. Here is something very important. Readiness is a feeling. Action is a choice. Feelings come and go. Some mornings you feel strong. Some mornings you feel tired. Some days you feel confident. Some days you feel afraid. If you only act when you feel good, you will stop many times. But if you build the habit of action, your life becomes stronger. So do not ask every day, do I feel ready? Ask instead, what small step can I take today? That is a better question. That question is calmer. That question is wiser. That question moves your life forward. A small step today can become a strong habit tomorrow. A strong habit tomorrow can become a different life later. So choose action over waiting. Choose movement over excuses. Choose practice over perfection. Choose beginning over fear. Now let's do some slow shadowing practice. Listen and repeat. I do not need to feel ready. I can start small. A small step is still a step. I will start today. My English does not need to be perfect. It only needs to grow. I feel fear, but I start anyway. Little by little, I get better. I am building confidence every day. I become ready because I start. Very good. Let's do a few more. Today is a good day to begin. I do not need a perfect plan. I will take one small step. I will keep going. Slow progress is real progress. Now it's your turn. Answer out loud. Speak slowly and clearly. Do you need to feel ready before you begin? No, I do not. I can start before I feel ready. Can a small step change your life? Yes, it can. A small step can start a big change. Does your English need to be perfect today? No, it does not. It only needs to grow little by little. What can you do today? Today I can take one small step. What will you do when fear comes? I will feel the fear, but I will start anyway. Now, say this one more time, with confidence. I will start before I feel ready. Before we finish, I want to remind you of something. You do not need a new life tomorrow. You need one honest step today. That is how change begins. Quietly, simply, slowly, but truly. So if you have been waiting, if you have been doubting yourself, if you have been saying later again and again, let today be different. Open the book, play the lesson, repeat the sentence, speak the word, take the step, start before you feel ready. Because courage does not always look loud. Sometimes courage looks like this: a tired person on a normal day taking one small step and refusing to quit. That is growth. And that may be the beginning of something beautiful in your life. Thank you for listening. Thank you for learning with me. Take care, keep practicing, and I will see you in the next lesson.